A Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
And now let's go courtside with all the action of tonight's game. Here is the voice of the Skyhawks, Joe Limble.
Thank you very much, Steve Green. Alongside with me tonight is Chris Barrett. And we've got a doubleheader tonight between the Scott Skyhawks and the Lincoln County Panthers. First game tonight coming up here in about 9 minutes will be the Lady Hawks. They'll take on the Panthers, and then coming up at 7:30 will be the boys varsity game. The boys JV game just knocked off the Panthers in an exciting game. It went right down to the 10th of seconds there. We didn't think the game was ever going to be over, but they actually pulled out a pretty good game, Chris.
Yeah, Austin Shelton come up and hit a three with about two and a half seconds left. He was about 3 or 4 feet behind the top of the key, was able to knock it down. I'd said to Joe right before that he shot it. It was so deep. But I said, you don't need a three, and then it went in, and Joe looked at me and said, yeah, you do. So
that won the game.
But it was an exciting game. Scott missed a lot of opportunities to probably win that game easily, but was able to get it done late.
You know, in this first game we got coming up with the ladies, you got the Scott Skyhawks. They come into the game at 5-10, and the Lincoln Panthers are 4-11. So this could turn out to be a very exciting ball game before we even get to the boys' game here later on this evening.
Yeah, it's kind of different comparison whenever you look at the girls' game to the boys' game because, you know, Lincoln County, they've already played each other one time this year, both boys and girls. The Lincoln County girls routed Scott 70 to 49, I think was the score, and then the boys routed Lincoln County 60 to 39. So I do believe that Scott is a better team than what they put up against last time, and I think you're going to see a lot better game here in the Hawks' Nest here tonight.
I'm going to go ahead and take a 2-minute break. We come back, we'll talk to the head coach of the Lady Hawks, Kevin Harper, after this. You are listening and watching tonight Scott Skyhawk basketball on WZAC, the Skyhawk Sports Network, and Video Productions.
The top.
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
To listen.
To get to the bottom of a diagnosis. To teach.
To care.
When you choose BOONE, you choose the start to a healthier life.
Make the choice today.
BOONE Memorial Health. We're bringing medicine home.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. What, are you kidding me?
Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Touchdown, yeah. And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
You want it? Click it.
Reserve it and drive it.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill. That's right. Getting your new vehicle just got easier.
Visit any of our 6 locations and get a personalized experience in preferencing your next new vehicle.
Tag one of our pre-built invoices.
Or let's customize your exact features with our easy built-to-order process.
All we have to offer with shopping ease at ThornhillAutomotive.com.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride
on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
Welcome back to the Par-Mar Stores pregame show. Joining us now is the head coach of the Lady Hawks, Kevin Harper. And, Coach, first of all, let's talk a little bit about your lineup. I know Haven Tomlin's been out. She's been back lately. That's been a big asset to your team. Any other injuries that's, causing you problems right now?
We've had a couple injuries to some of our subs. We haven't had a full 10 at practice for, maybe the last month or so. We've had one of our players, Lexi Powell, out since December. Chelsea Roberts has been fighting some injuries lately, so, we haven't had a full 10. We've got our, first 5 or 6 players back healthy, but, down the line on the bench, we still got some some injuries and some issues that's causing us some problems at practice.
You know, with this AAA, AA, whatever you want to call it, rotation that the WVSSAC is causing, I know that plays havoc on you because they've got Scott rated as a AAA team, but you play a pretty tough schedule. You know, looking down through here, I know you've lost, you've only won like one of the last 7 or 8 games, but you play some pretty tough teams in this region.
Yeah, you know, the Cardinal Conference, you look at it as a whole, the only 2 AA schools in the Cardinal Conference are Poca and Chapmanville. Chapmanville school's probably 150, 200 more students than us, and they're AA and we're AAA. That's something hopefully that gets fixed in the future. You know, I think everybody would agree that Scott's a AA school. You know, that the school being in Madison, I guess county seat rule hurt us, but hopefully that gets fixed. But you know, night in, night out, the Cardinal Conference is rough. You know, and we've played 7 straight away games, so. You know, it was rough. We're back home for, I think, 6 out of our next 7, so hopefully that'll help. We lost some close ones, you know, went down to Logan and, you know, game that we should have won, we didn't pull out. We got to figure out how to close these games out.
Of course, you got Lincoln County coming into the Hawks Nest tonight. They're a fairly talented team. What do you do to adjust to knock off a team like Lincoln County?
You know, the last time we played them, they shot the lights out of the ball. I think they shot 60%. A lot of it was probably due to our defensive pressure not being as good as it should have been, and another one of those just, it was their night. You know, I think if we can hold them to not shoot as well, I think anybody can win. I think we can beat anybody that's on our schedule right now. You know, we could have beat Logan last week. Logan almost beat Wayne. Wayne's the best team in the state right now. You know, I think you see the parity that, you know, even though we're down and, you know, we've lost a lot of games, any night we can beat anybody.
Coach, you got, I know like you mentioned, you got some home games coming up next week. Maybe you can get some confidence built up in these girls. You know, looking at the schedule, you know, sectionals are just around the corner. Yeah, just a couple weeks away. You know, we're fighting. Tonight's game against Lincoln County means a lot for sectional seeding. You know, if we can get a win tonight, then hopefully we can make something else happen on down the stretch to where we can pull out a 3 seed or at best maybe even a 2 seed, depending on how it shakes out. But you know, this is an important game for our sectionals that we need to pull out. Coach, good luck tonight, and of course, good luck in the next couple of weeks as the sectional matchups are sorted before you get into those. Coach Kevin Harper, head coach of the Lady Skyhawks. We'll be back with more of our Parmar pregame show after this. You're listening to Scott Skyhawk Basketball on WZAC and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Since 1960.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
I'm the captain of... Back to the action with the Scott Skyhawks on Z92.
Back at the Hawks Nest, where tonight the Skyhawks come into the game tonight at 5-10, take on the 4-11 Lady Panthers of Lincoln County High School. And now we will get down to, looks like, down to the score stand on the main floor, and looks like Paul Carden will do our introductions and national anthem before we get this first game underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's matchup between the Lincoln County Lady Panthers and your Scott Lady Hawks. Let's meet the starters for the Panthers. Number 1, Gracie Clay. Number 34, Caitlin Peters. Number 4, Macy Lunsford. Number 00, Elizabeth Blankenship. And number 15, Hayden Moore. And now, for your Lady Hawks starters. Number 1, Haven Tomlin. Number 10, Chrissy Roberts. Number 24, Cheyenne Robinson. Number 34, Kelsey Harper. And number 11, Jenna Busher. Let's play basketball.
You know, Scott's just like a lot of these other teams. I mean, you know, they've only got about, 10 or so, 11 on the roster, and then you got Lincoln County's got like 15 or 16. They've got a full roster, and they're ready to go. So,
yeah, it's kept Scott from being able to play JV games, you know, and work on some of those younger players, getting them into games and being able to get some time. So
the starters for Lincoln County are senior Elizabeth Blankenship, senior Gracie Clay, senior Macy Lunsford, a sophomore Hayden Moore, and a senior Caden Peters. So they are starting 4 out of 5 seniors. Skyhawks starting 1 senior, and that's Jenna Butcher. Lincoln County gets the jump on the control of the ball. They have the ball in the backcourt.
It's number 1, Gracie Clay. She'll throw it over to number 4, Macy Lunsford. And she'll drive down the lane, and that will be up. And then number 34, Caden Peters, is the one that will get the first bucket of the ball game.
Jenna Butcher brings the ball down the floor for the Skyhawks. She comes over to the left wing. She goes one-on-one with Lincoln County. Now she'll spin it back to the right wing. She'll send it back out to Harper, out between the circles. Back to Butcher. She'll drive out to the center circle now as she sets up. She'll come around to the left wing. She tries to get it up. She is fouled going up, and that foul will be charged against Lincoln County. It's like number 14.
34.
34, okay.
That was a really good screen set there by Cheyenne Robinson at the top of the key that allowed Jenna to get into the lane as she sinks the first free throw.
Butcher at the free throw line. She is 0 for 1. She misses the second one. The rebound is fought after, but we have a whistle on the floor, and it will go to Lincoln County. Lincoln County leads at 2-1 with 7:13 to go in first quarter.
Number 4, Macy Lunsford brings the ball up for Lincoln County. She'll go over to the right wing to Macy Lunsford. As Lunsford tries to go to the middle but is unable to get there, she was cut off, and now there's a steal attempt. Jenna Butcher is unable to come up with it. Lincoln County back coming with Clay. Here's a little 5-foot jumper from 00, which is Elizabeth Blankenship, and she will hit it for the second bucket of the first quarter.
Lincoln County jumps out to a 4-1 lead. Butcher has the ball for Scott. She's between the center circles. Now she'll go to the right wing. She'll come back, sits out to Harper. Harper fires off a 3 off the back of the iron. Rebound, Lincoln County. Here come the Panthers.
So Gracie Clay picks up the rebound for Lincoln County. She's quickly into the front court as now Lincoln County will try to set it up as she tries to get an entry pass at the top of the key to number 34, Peters, but that is denied, and a kickball on Jenna Butcher.
Ball will stay with Lincoln County.
Inbounding to number 1, Gracie Clay yet again. She is dribbling around the top of the key. She's going to try to drive it, but gets cut off out to Peters. Number 34, she'll drive, take it to the basket, but that is no good. Rebound, Scott.
Rebound by the Skyhawks. Robinson, she'll take the ball down to get it to Clay. Back around to Harper. She'll fire off a 3 off the front of the iron. Rebound, Lincoln County.
The rebound's number 4, Lunsford, as she'll get it out to Clay to set up the offense. Panthers into the front court. Lunsford here on this right side tries to get a entry pass into number 15, Moore, but that pass is denied by number 10, Chrissy Roberts of the Skyhawks.
Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Lincoln County and down in front of the Skyhawk cheering section.
Moore inbounds the ball to Lunsford, and she is corralled, double teamed, and she tries to get the ball away, but is able to get it back. Back up to Lunsford up top, out to Peters around here on this right wing. Right back to Lunsford. She'll fire off a three, and it is good from the corner for Macy Lunsford.
5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lincoln County jumps out to a 7-1 lead. Butcher brings the ball across midcourt. She'll come to the left wing over to Harper. Harper puts the ball on the floor out to the top of the key to Robinson. Back to Butcher over in the left wing. Butcher fires it back out to Kelsey Harper. She drives in the paint. It is deflected, and it's Chrissy Roberts got the ball, but then it was deflected by Lincoln County.
Gracie Clay will drive the lane after she picks up the steal and takes it the other way, but is denied at the basket as she was trying to get a transition bucket right there, and the ball will go out of bounds off of Scott. It'll stay with Lincoln County.
5:04 to go in the first quarter. Lincoln leads 7-1. Here come the Panthers.
Clay inbounds the ball tries to get it to Moore, but she is not able to get it.
Tomlin gets the ball for Scott. She drives the ball down to the right wing. Now Kelsey Harper over to Butcher. Butcher at the top of it, fires off a three. It will go. 4 points in the game for Jenna Butcher.
Here comes Lincoln County. Clay, the point guard, bringing the ball up the floor. She's met around midcourt by Jenna Butcher. Dribbling. Right now she's going to get a screen from Lunsford. She drives down the right side lane. Tries to get a pass into number 15 Moore, but that ball goes out of bounds and probably was off of Scott, but the referee gives it to
yeah,
Scott.
Scott got a Christmas present there. Here comes Jenna Butcher with the ball down the floor. She'll cross midcourt. 4:28 to go in the first half. She gets it over this way to Tomlin. She'll fire off a long two. Rebound, Lincoln County.
Gracie Clay comes up with the rebound, and she's quickly coming into the front court. She looks to drive, will set it off to Peters. She'll take a mid-range jumper from just above the free throw line, and she will hit it for her 4th point.
Robinson inbounds to Butcher. Butcher comes down between the arcs. She'll go to the right wing. Still has the ball, sits it up to Haven Tomlin. Tomlin drives into the paint. Little floater off the glass. It will not go. And Haven Tomlin comes up with the rebound. She fires off the shot. It will not go. Chrissy Roberts comes up with it off the iron. It will not go. Rebound and a fight, not literally, but a tug of war on the floor for the ball. Now we got to see how the official's going to. It looks like he's going to signal ball goes to Lincoln County.
Yeah, it was Caden Peters and Cheyenne Robinson was the one coming up trying to fight for that ball. But Lincoln County inbounds it, and Gracie Clay will bring the ball up the floor once again for the Panthers.
Lincoln leads 9-4 with 3:38 to go in the first quarter.
Handoff pass to Lunsford. She tries to drive the middle lane. That ball stolen by Jenna Butcher.
Butcher across midcourt goes one-on-one with Clay, and she tried to get it up, and there's a whistle, but it will stay with the Skyhawks.
Yeah, really good job there by number 15, which is Hayden Moore. She's able to come up and get a big block on Jenna Butcher right there.
Butcher looking to inbound. She'll throw it to the backcourt to Robinson. Robinson, it is stolen by Lincoln County. They lose the handle, and it goes out of bounds, and the official saying it stays with the Panthers.
Yeah, Cheyenne Robinson was trying to get the ball over to the corner to Haven Tomlin, but good job by number 15, Hayden Moore, yet again getting her hand in there. Lincoln County will inbound the ball. Gracie Clay brings it above the timeline. Over to Lunsford. Lunsford into Peters. And she'll now take another little 15-foot jumper, but that one is no good. She gets her own rebound, and it is back out to Blankenship up on the left wing. And she'll drive in. She gets her shot blocked by Cheyenne Robinson, and now we have a tie-up. Possession arrow to Scott.
Robinson did a nice job reaching in, blocking the pass as she was going for the bucket, and the ball goes out of bounds, stays with the Skyhawks. Robinson inbounds to Butcher. Now they'll get it back to Robinson. She'll throw it down the floor to Haven Tomlin, a whistle, but it looks like it will stay with the Skyhawks right at the end of the Lincoln County bench.
Yeah, Lunsford jumped right in front of that pass and knocked it out of bounds.
Cheyenne Robinson inbounds to Butcher in the backcourt. She'll come across the center circle. She'll come between the arcs. Butcher looking. Butcher still with the ball. Trying to set things up, goes to the right wing. Lost the handle for a second, but comes up with it. Still dribbling the ball. And it is blocked from behind by Lincoln County. And let's see. The call is against Lincoln County. It will stay with the Skyhawks. 2:41 to go in the first quarter. Butcher fires it over to Haven Tomlin. It is out of the back of the iron, will not go. Skyhawks still trail by 5.
Here comes Lincoln County. Peters with the rebound. She gets it out to Lunsford. Now she's driving down the right side of the three-point line into Peters. She tries to put up a hook shot. Good post move, but just wasn't able to get it up to the basket. And now Blankenship got the rebound, and she is called with a travel.
Kelsey Harper did a nice job blocking the shot. They get a travel, and the ball goes out of bounds. Butcher inbounds to Harper over in the backcourt on the near side. Now she'll send it down to, and they lose the handle. Here comes Lincoln County with the ball back up the floor.
It should have been called a walk there, but it allows Blankenship to hit a 3-point shot right there. I'm not sure what the whistle was for.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Scott kind of got robbed on that one. 2:13 to go in the first quarter. Lincoln County leads 11-4. Butcher looking to inbound. She'll send it into Harper in the backcourt. Harper puts the ball on the floor. Sends it back over to Butcher in front of the Scott bench. Now across midcourt. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Butcher goes all the way, hooks it off the glass. It will not go. Cheyenne Robinson on the ball. Now there's about 3 or 4. Finally, Kelsey Harper comes up with it in the backcourt for Scott. Now they get it over to Butcher. Butcher over to Robinson. Robinson drives in, back out to one of the Scott players. They lose the handle. Here comes Lincoln County.
Here comes Lunsford. She gets a pass up ahead to Moore, and she gets it outside the Blankenship in the corner, and we're going to get a foul on number 24, Cheyenne Robinson, as Blankenship tried to drive the baseline right there.
That was Millie Smith who actually lost the ball there a minute ago for the Skyhawks. Good battle going on here. However, Lincoln County has jumped out to 11-4 lead.
Lincoln County gets the inbounds in out to number 1, Gracie Clay. She misses a 3 from the corner, and now it's going to be over to Lunsford in the other corner. She fires off the 3, and she hits it. Her second 3 of the first quarter.
1:20 to go in the first quarter. Skyhawks trail by 10. Here comes Cheyenne Robinson. Now they get the ball down to, tried to float it down to Kelsey Harper, but it was knocked out of bounds by Clay for Lincoln County. Scott will hang on to it. Cheyenne Robinson will inbound at the main entrance.
They changed that last bucket to a 2. Apparently her foot was on the line, so that is only a 2-point bucket.
Inbound to Haven Tomlin. Now to Butcher out at the mid-circle. 2-on-1. Butcher fires off a 3 off the rim. It will not go. And Robinson comes up the rebound. Now Harper fires off a 3 off the front of the iron, off the glass. It will not go. Rebound Lincoln County.
Clay comes up with the rebound for Lincoln County. Tries to fire.
Stolen by Butcher in the backcourt. Here comes Jenna Butcher. 1-on-2. She tried to get it up on a shot, but she will go to the charity stripe, and there is a foul
against number 1, Gracie Clay.
So Butcher will go to the charity stripe for the second time tonight.
Number 5, Alyssa Adkins, is into the game for the Panthers as she is coming in for Moore.
Butcher's shot is no good.
First one was by Peters. Yeah. Here comes Clay bringing the ball into the front court. Jenna Butcher will meet her at the timeline. Passes it over to Lunsford, gets it into the middle to Peters. She's going to drive and put up a shot, but it is no good, but it is a foul on number 34, Scott's Kelsey Harper.
And that will be a foul.
It'll be 2 shots.
She cleanly blocked that one. It's first. Actually, they're saying that's a second foul on Scott. First shot is up, and it is off the front of the iron. No good.
Number 34, Caden Peters, is a 62% free throw shooter on the year as she hits the second one.
Here comes Butcher with the ball. She'll shoot the ball down the floor to Tomlin. Back to Butcher, over to the near side to Harper. Harper takes it back outside the 3-point arc. Now it's back to Butcher to center circle. Butcher has some clear space. She drives it in for a layup off the glass. She has all 7 of Scott's points.
And here comes Lincoln County. Gracie Clay bringing the ball up. Made again by Butcher. She hands it over to Adkins. Adkins over to Blankenship on the right corner. They get it back to Clay underneath. She puts up a shot. No good. Rebound by Adkins. She got a nice little bounce pass underneath to get Clay an easy bucket underneath.
And that will be the end of the first quarter of play as the Lincoln County Panthers are up on the Skyhawks by a score of 17-7. We'll take a 1-minute timeout here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient. She takes time and she cares about your concerns and she will get answers for any questions that you have.
We're here to help, and at BOONE Memorial Health, we want to make sure we provide the best care for you.
I like the hometown feel. I like coming in somewhere where I know everyone and they know me. The trust I have in her is why I choose BOONE.
BOONE Memorial Health, helping patients live healthier lives.
You want it? Click it. Reserve it and drive it.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill. That's right. Getting your new vehicle just got easier.
Visit any of our 6 locations and get a personalized experience in preferencing your next new vehicle.
Tag one of our pre-built invoices.
Or let's customize your exact features with our easy built-to-order process.
All we have to offer with shopping ease at ThornhillAutomotive.com.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride. Tag your new ride on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
You're listening to the Scott Skyhawks on Z92 and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Here we go, second quarter, ready to go.
Here comes Peters. She gets the inbounds over to Lunsford. Lunsford dribbling up around the top of the key. She looks to drive, but is cut off by Tomlin. And Blankenship will get the pass, but she took one too many steps as she tried to gather right there and take it around the left side, so it will be Scott's ball on the turnover.
Jenna Butcher will inbound in front of the Scott bench. She is looking for some help. Now she gets it into Tomlin. Tomlin loses the ball, and Tomlin finally picks it up off the floor, a whistle, and they're calling a traveling on Haven in front of the Scott bench.
Yeah, as she tried to turn and dribble that, she dribbled it off of her foot, and as she collected it, it ended up being a travel call. So Lincoln County will inbound the ball on the far side of the court, gets it into Peters. She'll bring the ball over the timeline. Straight line drive as she kicks it out to Lunsford in the corner, guarded by Haven Tomlin. Out front to Blankenship. Blankenship will drive through the middle, cut off, and they'll get it over to Clay. Clay will drive again, and here she goes, puts a shot off, and it is missed. Rebound, Kelsey Harper. And quickly stolen by Lincoln County, and an easy bucket there. The steal was from number 5, Adkins, and Gracie Clay's the one that was able to put it in.
Scott quickly inbounds. Here comes Jenna Butcher with the ball in the backcourt. She'll fire one down. It's intercepted down at three-quarter point. Butcher intercepts another one. Now they bring it back to Kelsey Harper. Harper drives into the paint. Off the glass. It's too much. And rebound goes to Lincoln County.
And the rebound's going to be on by Elizabeth Blankenship. And you are going to get a hold on 24, Cheyenne Robinson in the backcourt. So Lincoln County will inbounds the ball underneath of Scott's basket.
Both teams have 3 team fouls. Lincoln County leading 19-7. 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Here come the Panthers. Clay will bring the ball up. She's met by Jenna Butcher. She'll dribble to the left, dribble handoff to Blankenship. Now over to Adkins. They're getting the ball down low in low block to Clay. She'll put it back out to Lunsford in the corner. Lunsford back over to Clay in the left corner. And Peters will fire up a shot, but it's no good.
Nice block by Kelsey Harper. Harper has the ball in the backcourt. Here she comes across the timeline. She still has the ball. Fires off a three-quarter shot, a whistle. And there's a foul by number 00 for Lincoln County.
That's going to be on Elizabeth Blankenship, and that'll allow Kelsey Harper to go to the free throw line for 3 shots.
Skyhawks trail 19-7. Harper's first points of the ball game is good. Second shot is up, and it is good as well.
Got the shooter's roll right there off the back of the iron.
Off the iron and off the glass. She's 2 for 2. Third shot will not go, and a
rebound goes to Lincoln County, and it's Peters. Here come quickly as Gracie Clay into the front court. And picked there by Peters, and Clay will try to drive the basket. She's cut off by Jenna Butcher. Out to Adkins and then to Peters. Peters dribble handoff to Moore, and now Peters will fire off a 3. It's no good. Rebound by Adkins. Gets it back down low to Gracie Clay. Clay will try to post up Jenna Butcher and dribble her down. The shot's no good. Rebound by Lincoln's number 5, Alyssa Adkins. And we're going to have a foul on number 20.
It's going to be on Olivia Moore for Scott.
Just the 4th team foul, so Lincoln County will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Clay looking, gets it over to Blankenship. She'll fire off a 3, and it is good.
Nice shot from the corner for Lincoln County as they go 22-9 lead. Here comes Butcher with the ball across timeline. She's right up the middle between the circles. She'll dive into the paint. She loses the handle, sends it back out to Harper. Harper loses the handle. It bounces on the out-of-bounds sideline, and it'll be turned over to Lincoln County.
Yeah, right there, just Jenna Butcher lost the handle and tried to get it back to Kelsey Harper, but just overthrew it. Lincoln County will inbound the ball to Gracie Clay. And she is met right at the timeline once again by Jenna Butcher. Dribbles to her left, a little dribble handoff to Blankenship, now over to Adkins on the right wing. Getting it to Peters down low, and she gets a running little hook shot that gets to go, is able to go off the glass.
Chrissy Roberts inbounds to Jenna Butcher. Butcher now comes up across midcourt. She's now between the circles. Butcher trying to get something set up for the Skyhawks. Goes right, comes back left, drops, piddles, drives it all the way into the paint, out through the air, but there's a whistle and looks like 24 or a foul.
34, which is Caden Peters. That'll be her second of the ball game.
Butcher back at the free throw line for the third time tonight. Will not go. It's in, out. Will not stay. Skyhawks trail 24-9 with 5:19 to go in the second quarter, and we have a timeout on the floor. And let's see what they're going to call. Full timeout. We'll take a 1-minute timeout here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Great things are happening at Barker's Hardware and
Captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are mighty. Annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Now square. Jenna Butcher is still at the foul line. Next shot is up, and it is good.
Lincoln County inbounds the ball to Gracie Clay there, point guard. She's going to fire a pass up to a Lunsford in the corner, and she'll fire a Blankenship again. Will fire off a three. It's no good off the back iron.
Chrissy Roberts comes up with the rebound for Scott, fires it over to Jenna Butcher. Butcher across midcourt. Butcher between the circles, trying to set something up for the Skyhawks. Comes right, goes left. Now she goes right, gets it in the hands of Harper. Harper tries to drive something up. She cannot get it. The ball loose, goes to Lincoln County.
Lincoln fires it up. Alyssa Adkins off with the assist from Gracie Clay.
On the rebound, Scott takes the ball inbound. Butcher brings the ball up the floor once again for Scott. She'll come left. She tries to get it up, and there is a whistle on Lincoln County, number 23, it looks like. And Butcher will go to the charity stripe once again.
Yeah, Rebecca Pennington was put into the game right before that timeout, seeing her first action. Also back into the game is number 15, Hayden Moore.
Butcher's shot this time is good. Skyhawks trail 26-11, 4:31 to go on the clock here in the second quarter. Cheyenne Robinson checks in for Millie Smith. Jenna Butcher still at the free throw line. Second shot up, and it is off the back of the iron. It will be rebounded by Lincoln County.
Yeah, Pennington gets the rebound and quickly out to Gracie Clay. A little bit of pressure set up here as a 1-2-2 press, but it is broken by Lincoln County and a steal by Scott.
Chrissy Roberts comes up with it under the basket. She'll give it to Harper. Back to, do not agree with that call at all. There was a over and back call at midcourt. She tried to send the ball back to Butcher, and Butcher was in the air coming across, but the official straight across called it.
So Lincoln County will inbounds the ball. Clay to Lunsford, and Lunsford is going to bring the ball over the timeline as she's getting a hard drive to the basket. It stops, so she'll get it out to Adkins. She gets a little pump fake, then she'll drive in.
Blocked by Harper. Harper is actually hurt. Haven Tomlin has the ball, send it to Robinson, over to Butcher. Butcher still has the ball at the triple center. She throws it up. It almost goes, but there is a foul, and Butcher will go back to the charity stripe.
They're going to get number 1, Gracie Clay, on the foul. That'll be her second. team's 7th.
So Jenna Butcher goes to the free throw line for the 5th time tonight, and she'll nail the first one.
As it looks like number 12 for Lincoln County, which is Salmons, will come in for Gracie Clay.
And the second one will not go. Rebound, Robinson will not go. Rebound, Lincoln County. Here come the Panthers with the ball.
Adkins brings the ball up before she got that rebound over to Lunsford. Lunsford looks, surveys, gets it down into Salmons. She will be called for a charge as Jenna Butcher was able to get position and absorb that contact, and now Pennington will pick up her second foul. So early on the game right here, you've got 3 players with 2 fouls.
Butcher actually had her feet planted in spot, and she'll take the charge. Robinson will inbound to Butcher. That's actually Millie Smith. Butcher has the ball, between circle. She comes to the near side. Harper has it. She tries to drive into the paint, and I believe she's going to draw a foul as well off number 12.
Yep, it's going to be number 12, newly into the game again. Salmons, the freshman, who draws the foul on Kelsey Harper.
Harper's going to the free throw line for her second time tonight. First shot is up, rolls in, rolls out. Skyhawks trail 26-12, 3:27 to go in the second quarter. Harper's second shot is up, and it is good.
Lincoln quickly gets it in to Lunsford, and now a little full court press on for Scott as she gets up to Blankenship. She'll drive down the lane, and she is going to put up a shot that is no good, but there is a foul that is going to be called against number 11, Jenna Butcher.
That is Butcher's, I know at least first personal, maybe her second.
So Blankenship will go to the line for the first time here tonight. First set, only the second, third, and fourth free throws shot here tonight for Lincoln County. She drains the first one.
Lincoln County's up 27-13, 3:19 to go in the second quarter.
Blankenship will now get her second shot. It is up, and it is good. Off the back iron and goes down for Lincoln County.
Here come the Skyhawks. Butcher has the ball. She'll go to the right wing. Over to Tomlin. Tomlin brings it back around to the left and floats through the paint, and she'll pick up 2 points for her first points of the ball game.
Lincoln County gets it in to Blankenship and back to Lunsford. Now back to Blankenship. Get it over the timeline. It is over to number 12, Salmons. Now Blankenship will drive the lane. She puts up a floater, and it is good.
Nice looking left-handed floater, single-handed. Now Scott brings the ball back down the floor. Robinson to Butcher. Butcher across midcourt. Butcher at the top of the timeline. Haven Tomlin fires off a 3. In and out, will not go. Rebound to Cheyenne Robinson. She'll get the shot off and whistled, and she'll go to the charity stripe.
Yeah, they're going to get number 12, Chevelle Salmons, with another foul. So that is the team's 10th foul. So it is double bonus.
And Robinson's first shot bounces off the front of the iron, off the glass, will not go. Skyhawks behind by 15. And her second shot will not go as well. And Lincoln County will come up with, and it looks like we may have a technical on a Lincoln County bench.
Yep, that's what they're going to get.
It was what? I don't think it was the head coach.
No,
it was the third coach down.
The man in the hat.
And Jenna Butcher fires the shot, and it will go. On the technical, Skyhawks trail 30-16. Butcher's second shot is up, and it is good.
I know that it did not appease the head coach, Randy Atkins, because he sat down abruptly.
Yeah, you can see it on the video productions replay there. And you could see the official over there immediately throw the technical foul. Butcher has it outside the three-point line. She's trying to make a hole to get in there. Gets it over to Harper on the far side. Harper tries to drive it in, and a whistle. And looks like there's going to be a foul on, is it on Lincoln County?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe it is. Lincoln County has picked up 10 personals. Scott has 5. Skyhawks
tell who
trail.
the foul was on.
I couldn't either. Skyhawks trail by 13. Harper's first shot is good. Second shot is up, and it is good as well. Scott trying to get some points off the
Lincoln County up ahead. It's Salmon's bringing the ball in the front court, and that was probably a travel.
But she got the points.
But she is able to get the basket to fall.
Skyhawks in their all gold uniforms. Here comes Jenna Butcher with the ball. She'll come to the left wing. She'll go up, and she'll get fouled, and she'll go back to the charity stripe once again as Lincoln County leads this one 32-19.
And that foul is on number 23, Rebecca Pennington. That is her third personal already. So you have now 4 different Panthers with at least 2 fouls.
Butcher picks up another free throw. Skyhawks trail by 20 with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Butcher's second one is up and good as well.
Panthers quickly inbounds the ball to Blankenship. They'll get it back over to Peters. Here she fires off a pass to Salmons at midcourt. Get it back to Peters. And now they'll slow it down. No, they're going to fire it over to Blankenship in the left corner. She'll drive, put up a floater that is no good, but I believe they're going to get a foul on Kelsey Harper. No, it's number 20.
Olivia Moore, yeah.
So Blankenship will go back to the line. She's already hit both of her free throws here this evening.
1:51 to go in the half.
Blankenship's first is up and good.
And Lincoln County leads at 33-21. However, Lincoln County's getting in some serious foul trouble for coming up on the second half.
Blankenship takes a couple dribbles, and she will fire her second free throw, and it is good for her 14th point already here in the first half.
Roberts inbounds to Butcher. She'll bring it across midcourt. She'll go right up the middle to the left wing. Butcher brings it back, puts it to Harper. Harper fires off a 3. It's off the back of the glass. Will not go. Roberts gets a rebound, puts it back up. It will not go as well.
Rebound to Peters, and she'll give it over to Lunsford as she'll bring it into the front court for the Panthers. Quickly into Peters. She'll drive down the lane, and she gets a basket up and good.
Panthers up 36-21, 1:19 to go. Here comes Jenna Butcher. Cross midcourt. She'll come to the left. She'll drive it up off the glass. Too much, too strong, too much, and a whistle, and it will go against Scott.
It's going to be against Chrissy Roberts.
Yeah.
Underneath the basket. That's going to be the 7th team foul on Scott, so Lincoln County will get the one-on-one. It'll be number 15, which is Hayden Moore, who will shoot the one-on-one.
Yeah. 1:10 to go in the half.
Moore, a couple dribbles, spins it, and she'll fire it off. It is no good. Rebound to Scott.
Harper comes down with rebound. Butcher brings the ball up across in front of the benches. She'll get it over to Haven Tomlin. Tomlin loses the ball. Finally, Chrissy Roberts picks it up in the back court. But Jenna Butcher has it. She'll come out to the triple intersection and blocked, but she hangs on to the ball. She still has it. She'll fire off a 3. It is off the back of the iron. It goes up on the back of the glass, and it will be ruled ineligible.
Yeah, that was honestly, Butcher probably could have got called with a travel right there.
She was
as her shot got blocked and it kind of come down, and I don't know that she really ever lost possession of it. I think it was simultaneous possession. She come back down and was able to pick up her dribble and get going.
43 seconds to go here in the first half.
Lincoln County will inbound the ball. It's Clay and Lunsford playing kind of a back and forth, and as Lunsford will pick up a draw foul
off
on Chrissy Roberts, as now Lunsford will go to the line and shoot a one-on-one.
That's back-to-back fouls on Chrissy Roberts. Now Scott getting into some free throw problems. 38 seconds to go in the half. Lincoln County leads at 36-21.
Macy Lunsford will shoot her first free throws of the game. So far, Lincoln County is 5 of 7 from the free throw line.
Zoe Rayners checks into the lineup for the first time for Scott.
Moore, a couple dribbles. First shot is up, and it gets a shooter's roll.
Yeah, it was off the back of the iron, went straight up, and right straight down through the net.
That'll be her first points of the ball game. as Lunsford is, or I'm sorry, Moore is, or yeah, Lunsford, sorry, is a senior.
Second shot does not go. Jenna Butcher comes up with the rebound. Here comes Scott. She's crossed midcourt. She comes down the right wing, off the glass, and it will go. Jenna Butcher for the bucket.
Quickly, here comes Lincoln County. 25 seconds left. Lunsford right side of the key. She's going to drive in, put up a little shot. It is around the bucket and no good.
Harper comes up with the rebound underneath the paint, fires it over to Butcher. Butcher down in front of the scorer, staying at midcourt, and a whistle on the floor. Looks like it's going to be a timeout for Scott. Kevin Harper, the head coach, is going to take a timeout.
Yeah, had one to use right there, and I believe that
30
they
seconds.
were trying to get to the mid-courts. That way they could set up something in the front court.
Yeah, he just took a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 11.4 seconds to go. Lincoln County leads 37-23 as we approach the halftime mark here at the Hawks Nest.
You know, Joe, really for Scott, in order to get back into this game, one, they got to start cutting off the middle. And two, they got a rebound. Lincoln County has gotten at least 6 different second chance points because of rebounds. And Scott's just not doing a very good job on the defensive end of getting rebounds, and vice versa on the offensive side of the court. They've got to make their bunnies, which is a shot right around the rim.
Millie Smith will inbound it for the Skyhawks. Now she'll send it out to Butcher. Butcher across the timeline. Butcher goes right wing. She'll go up, tries to get it off. No whistle. Butcher gets her own rebound and a whistle that time. And it will be a foul on a Lincoln County player.
It's going to be against number 34, Caden Peters, and that is her third personal of the ball game.
2.2 seconds as Jenna Butcher goes back to the charity stripe once again. And it's good. Skyhawks trail 37-24 with 2.2 seconds to go in the half.
Looks like number 5, Alyssa Atkins, will check back in for the Panthers.
Butcher's second shot in and out will not go. And a tie-up as I believe that was number 2 for Scott. Zoe Rayner. And they'll call it a jump ball, and Scott will get the control of the ball with 0.7 seconds to go. Butcher will inbound. Butcher sends it over to the near side to Rayner. She gets the shot off, but it will not go, actually, to Haven Tomlin. And we are at the half as the Lincoln County Panthers lead the Lady Skyhawks by a score of 37-24. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the halftime results of tonight's first game here on the Skyhawks Sports Network, WZAC, and Video Productions.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are
mighty,
annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Why pay high rent when you can own your own home?
Home ownership is well within your reach at Clayton Homes. Stop in and visit Angie Wolf, Charlie Mitchell, or Peyton Copley to see how affordable a new
CAC, Danville, Madison. Back to the action with the Scott Skyhawks on Z92.
We are at the half where the Lincoln County Panthers ladies lead the Lady Hawks by a score of 37-24. We are at the half, and Chris Barrett, let's go ahead and look at some statistics from the Panthers.
Leading the Lincoln County Panthers will be Elizabeth Blankenship. She's got 14 points. Next up, you got Kaden Peters, who has 9. And then you've got Macy Lunsford, who has 6. Gracie Clay has 4. Chevelle Salmons has 2. And that will round out the scoring for, Alyssa Atkins has 2. That'll round out the scoring for the Panthers.
For the Skyhawks, Haven Tomlin has a 2-point basket. Chrissy Roberts has no points. She shot a free throw but did not make it. Kelsey Harper is... looks like about 5 for 7 from the free throw line. Leading all scoring in this game is Jenna Butcher, 17 points in the first half. Butcher normally averages about 7 points per game, but Butcher has had a heck of a first half here for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, really, they've kind of been able to keep it at bay here. 13 points at the half because of Butcher's free throw shooting. She's been doing a good job, being able to get to the line, making fouls, being committed underneath, and getting to the free throw line, and she's, for the most part, knocked them down here in the first half.
You know, Coach Kevin Harper, he's a little disappointed. Scott come into the game tonight at 5 and 11 or something like that, 5 and 10. But anyway, you know, he says you take Lincoln County, he feels like they're beatable. Logan, he feels like they're beatable. He feels like if he could get just a win or two, they could get a pretty good seedings in the upcoming sectionals and make a semi-halfway decent run at it.
Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen so far, Joe, I think that's true. The thing is with them is I think it's just gaining confidence. You know, last couple of years they've been either at the bottom or near the bottom of the sectional rankings, so they've had to go and play tough opponents in the first round, and it's just not been very good matchups for them. When you get into that opportunity to where you can get a favorable first-round matchup like a Lincoln County or something like that, to where you'll be able to get into that championship game, and then, you know, you're guaranteed a regional berth, and then anything can happen at that point.
You know, Scott has won for 7 in the last 8 games, but, they played some tough talent. They played Sissonville. They've played Lincoln County, which are playing tonight. They played Logan, Nitro. They beat Polka. Chapmanville, they lost by 18. Buffalo, Ironton, Ohio, they played some tournaments out of state over the holidays. So, that it's not like they're playing a cushy schedule by any means.
No, just like any other sport. The Cardinal Conference is just an absolute – it's a gauntlet. I mean, you look at it, you've got several teams in your section or in your conference that aren't even in it. You're having to play in your section, like a Chapmanville, like a Polka, to where you have the opportunities to make it go against you in your record, but it doesn't mean anything because you're not going to see them when it comes sectional time. So, you get a team like Chapmanville who's, hovered around that number 5 ranking in Class AA. When you have to go over there and play them because they're a conference foe, it hurts you a little bit because it makes you look bad because you lost to a AA school even though they're as good as they are, and 2, it's a Cardinal Conference gauntlet that you got to go through in order to get to sectionals that you're not going to see those teams.
We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, I want to talk about this WVSSAC AA, AAA format. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. We are at the half. Lincoln County leads the Lady Hawks by a score of 37-24. You're listening and watching Scott Skyhawk Basketball on WZAC, the Skyhawk Sports Network, and Video Productions.
In Memorial Health, we emphasize the importance of routine primary care visits.
Dr. Hayes took me on as a new patient, and I've been very impressed. She is kind, thoughtful, and is responsive to my questions.
I want patients to view me as their go-to person for healthcare concerns.
With Dr. Hayes, I found a doctor I can trust. She's why I choose BOONE.
BOONE Memorial Health, helping patients live healthier lives.
You want it? Click it.
Reserve it and drive it.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
That's right. Getting your new vehicle just got easier.
Visit any of our 6 locations and get a personalized experience in preferencing your next new vehicle.
Tag one of our pre-built invoices.
Or let's customize your exact features with our easy built-to-order process.
All we have to offer with shopping ease at ThornhillAutomotive.com.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are
Mighty!
annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
Walgreens Find Rx coverage is here to make Medicare easy. Even easier than those dances your grandkids love doing with you. Start Medicare shopping today with Walgreens Find Rx coverage. Plus, find low-cost copays. When you need to talk Medicare, Walgreens is here. Walgreens.
ACFM, Danville, Madison.
Back at the Hawks Nest, the ladies are finishing up their warm-ups before we go into the third quarter. But, Chris, I want to get your opinion as a coach. We've talked about this many times between the AAA, AA rankings and between some of these schools in the state of West Virginia.
Well, I think the 4-class system is something that was needed. I thought that for years a lot of the single-A schools are at such a disadvantage because you got to put up with so many of the Catholic schools that are able to recruit. And even though they're smaller, you're seeing more talent coming in through there. I think it's something that's needed. However, I will say this. If you're going to do it in basketball, do it in all sports.
Right.
I don't care how you have to do it. If you're going to do it in one sport, you've got to do it in all other sports because you're seeing the same exact thing in every other sport, just not basketball.
We talked about it a few minutes ago. You've got Scott and Logan that are bigger schools than Chapmanville. Chapmanville's a AA, but because we're a county seat and Logan's a county seat, we're penalized and we're AAA schools. I don't think there's anything fair about that.
From my understanding is that is going to change.
Why didn't they change it this past year when they went?
Why, I don't know, but supposedly it is going to change whenever it's reevaluated again in the next couple of years. They're going to take out the county seat and the proximity to a metropolitan because that hurts us as well at Scott because of our proximity to Charleston opposed to Logan and Chapmanville and everything like that.
Yeah, I told those guys from the WVFSAC, obviously they hadn't been to Madison lately because I've not seen any metropolitan facilities around here for a long, long time.
No.
Here we go as we get this game underway. Lincoln County will inbound to get the third quarter started.
Gracie Clay will take the inbound, and she is met again by Jenna Butcher at half court. She'll dribble over the timeline. She gets it to Lunsford in the middle, over to number 15, Moore. Fires up a shot, it's no good. Rebound by Blankenship, and she is fouled as she was putting up that second chance opportunity.
She is fouled. The free throw. I'm sorry, she is fouled by Haven Tomlin. That'll be her first foul of the half, so that will allow her to go to the charity strike.
Blankenship is already 4 for 4 from the line and the leading scorer for Lincoln County in the first half, and she hits her first one for her 15th point of the ball game. 38-24, 7:48 to go here in the third. As Blankenship readies for her second free throw, it is up and it is good as well.
39-24, Skyhawks inbound. Here comes Butcher with the ball down the floor. She'll cross the Hawk at mid court. Now she's between the circles. She'll go left wing. Sends it back out to Haven Tomlin. Now back to Butcher in front of the Scott bench. She gives it back to Tomlin. Tomlin sends it back to Butcher. Butcher now comes out to the center circle to reset. Butcher drives in, sends it over to Tomlin. Tomlin drives it into the paint, floats it off. It'll come off the front of the rim. Lincoln County gets the rebound.
Rebound by Atkins up ahead to Blankenship. She'll put up a shot. It's no good. Rebound Scott's out Robinson.
Here comes Skyhawks with the ball. Harper brings the ball down the floor. She'll send it across the way to Jenna Butcher. Butcher spins out, and it's blocked. She'll get her own rebound. She'll circle around off the glass. It will not go. Rebound, Lincoln County.
Yeah, Moore gets the rebound for Lincoln County. She quickly comes up the floor. Lunsford misses off the front iron. Rebound Scott.
Chrissy Roberts gets the rebound for Scott. She'll send it over to Butcher. Butcher sends the ball down to Harper. She'll fire off the three. Off the iron. It will not go. Rebound, Panthers.
Rebound to Atkins. Gets it up to Gracie Clay. And here she comes. She stops like she's going to take a 15-footer. She dribbles it back out. Now she gets the ball back up at the front of the court. She'll put up a shot, and it is good and one. Oh, they're going to say they're going to wave the basket off. Okay, so it is going to be on the floor, so Lincoln County will bring the ball in underneath their own basket, and Clay's a little hobbled as she got that shot off. I think she caught a hip of Robinson on the way by, and they're giving her a second to collect as she's the inbounder.
Robinson, that's her second foul.
Inbounds out to Lunsford. She fires off a three, no good. Rebound Robinson.
Harper with the ball now. She'll give it over to Butcher. Butcher across the line. She drives it into the paint, off the glass, and it goes. She'll pick up the two and go to the free throw line for a bonus three. Looks like, 14?
Number 15, Hayden Moore, will pick up her first personal of the ball game, the sophomore for Lincoln County.
Butcher gets the first points of the game, and we have a timeout. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Now the officials going over and talking to the Lincoln County coaches. Nobody can decide what they want to do.
I don't know what he's arguing about, but
yeah.
he met the official out at half court and was trying to figure out, questioning something, and now he's pointing on both ends of the floor.
Anyway, it's 6:19 to go in the third quarter. Skyhawks trail by only 13. So the Skyhawks have came back a little bit here in the third quarter. So I think we're still going to call only a partial timeout. Now here come the Panthers off away from their bench. The Skyhawks wearing all gold. I love those Scott uniforms. They're all gold. Scott across the chest in black.
I still say Kevin Harper's the smartest person in the world because he got reversible uniforms.
Absolutely. Butcher at the free throw line for the bonus. She gets it.
Quickly, Lincoln County inbounds the ball over to Gracie Clay, and she'll slowly bring the ball up the court as she's met by Jenna Butcher. Over to Lunsford, over to Moore. She'll act like she's going to take a three, but it is stolen by Jenna Butcher.
Butcher has it, and she'll go to the left wing. She'll try to reset it. She'll turn, come the other direction. She is in the left wing still yet. Gets it out to Millie Smith. Now they'll get it out to Harper. Harper drives into the paint. She'll bring it back out. And she loses the ball. Now it's still floating around on the floor, and we have a whistle. And apparently a jump ball.
Yeah, jump ball possession error is to Scott, as Blankenship was the one that kind of jarred that ball loose as Harper was trying to come through the middle of the court, and it gets the tie up with Harper.
Butcher will inbound it underneath the Scott bucket. Butcher looking, sends it out to Tomlin. Tomlin bounces back into Harper, or Butcher rather. But Tomlin takes a three-point shot, comes up short. And Chrissy Roberts tried to get out there to send it back in, but does not get to the ball. And turnover goes to Lincoln County.
Lincoln County inbounds the ball. It's Gracie Clay bringing the ball up the floor, the Lincoln County point guard. Brings it over the timeline and gets it over to Lunsford. She'll fake a shot, get it down to Caden Peters, and now they're going to get a foul.
Oh, that should have been a technical. The Lincoln County girl actually turned and smacked and hit Kelsey Harper on the leg, and that should have been a technical.
Kelsey was trying to help her up, and she slapped her hand away.
Well, still, yeah, should have been a technical.
Yeah, I would probably get 34. Caden Peters is the one that done it, and she's already got 3 personals. I think I would probably get her out of the game, let her cool down just a little bit. It was a rough play,
right,
but not intentional. Rebound, inbound over to Blankenship in the left corner. She'll drive to the middle of the floor, put up a floater, no good. Rebound Peters. She's able to get a right-handed hook shot to go fall off the rebound.
Scott inbounds. Roberts over to Belcher. Belcher at the top of the line. She'll come to the right wing. She'll come off the glass. It will roll in. Another basket for Jenna Butcher.
Here come the Lincoln County Panthers. Gracie Clay, the point guard, brings it up the floor. 41-29, 5:01 to go in the third. As Lincoln County, here comes Gracie Clay. She'll fire off a three. It's good.
Beautiful shot. Nothing but net. Skyhawks inbound. Butcher brings the ball up. She's still in the back court. Now she'll come across the half court. She'll come right up the middle. She'll come to the right wing. Steps back, goes the other direction. Puts the ball up, a whistle. And she'll get the bonus shots, and Lincoln County picks up another foul.
Hey, Gracie Clay's the one that picks up that personal. That's her third personal, and that's a tough one because that's your point guard.
And Butcher will miss the first free throw shot, and Cheyenne Robinson checks back in she'll give Millie Atkins a break, Millie Smith a break rather, and she'll make the second shot.
Lunsford brings the ball up the floor for Lincoln County. She fires it over to Gracie Clay in the corner. She'll put baseline drive, and the shot is rejected by Kelsey Harper.
Harper gets the rebound after block shot. She still has the ball in the backcourt. She'll come up. She'll bring it across midcourt, sends it down to Butcher. Butcher looks, tries to fire it in, and it is off a Lincoln County player. It will stay with Scott. Butcher will inbound under the Scott basket. Sends it back out to Robinson. Robinson fires off a three off the iron. Rebound and a whistle. And it looks like it'll be a foul against Chrissy Roberts.
Macy Lunsford is the one that come up with that rebound, and she was the one that drew the foul off of Roberts.
So it'll be the third foul on Roberts.
So reset here, and the ball will be brought up the floor for Lincoln County by Gracie Clay. She fires over to Lunsford on the right hash. Back to Caden Peters. They'll get over to Lunsford. She'll shoot a three, and it is good.
It's a single-handed left-handed shot. Beautiful shot. Here comes Skyhawks with the ball. Butcher across the timeline. She's right up the middle. She thinks about it. She'll fire off a three. Good. Nothing but net.
And Lincoln County, 47-33, 3:45 here in the third quarter. Lincoln County will bring the ball up. Jenna Butcher awaits Gracie Clay at midcourt. Dribble handoff to Adkins over to Blankenship on the right side. Little roll to the basket. They get it to Peters. Her shot's missed. Clean up by Gracie Clay. She can't hit it. Peters comes up with another offensive rebound out to Clay. Clay looking for somebody to get it to. It's stolen.
Cheyenne Robinson steals the ball. She goes one-on-one, and she'll go up off the glass. She'll pick up two.
Quickly, we're going to get a timeout here from Lincoln County. It's going to be a full timeout, I believe.
And we will take a timeout as well. 3:17 to go in the third quarter. Skyhawks trail Lincoln County 35-47. This is the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Great things are happening at Barker's Hardware in Danville with a
Captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are
Mighty.
annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Into number 15, which is Moore. She missed her shot, cleaned up by Caden Peters. Offense, she'll fire up a shot. No good. Rebound, Scott.
Kelsey Harper come up the rebound. Then we get a quick whistle on a jump ball, and it will stay with Lincoln County.
Lincoln County will inbound underneath their own basket. This has been a problem for Scott finding the open shooters off the inbounds. Looking, surveying, gets it to Peters underneath. She's holding the ball.
Oh, my goodness,
down
she
low.
walked all over this place. She took 3 steps and no whistle.
I think they're going to get a foul on number 5, Millie Smith.
Scott got robbed on that one because Lincoln County girl took 3 steps in a circle.
So Lincoln County will re-inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Couple picks, screen, trying to roll to the basket. Finally, they get it into number 4, which is Lunsford, and that ball is going to be a tie-up.
Jenna Butcher comes in. Jenna Butcher wasted no time reaching in and grabbing for that one, and it will be Scott's ball. Cheyenne Robinson will inbound to Butcher. Butcher sends the ball down to Harper, back to Butcher. Comes across the timeline. Floor shot over to Tomlin. Tomlin off the front of the iron, and Lincoln County will come up with the rebound.
Gracie Clay comes up with the rebound. She's quickly into the front court, over to Lunsford. She fakes a shot, rolls into the lane. She fires one up. It's no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Scott's number 1, Haven Tomlin. Lincoln County will retain possession.
2:25 to go in the third quarter. Lincoln County leads 47-35.
Clay will inbounds the ball. She pump fakes into the face of Butcher and gets it to Peters. A beautiful roll into the lane. She's
What a
able
shot.
to get it in.
Robinson inbounds to Butcher, to Clark, or to Tomlin, and they fire it back over to Robinson. She can't get to the ball, and the ball will be turned over to the Panthers.
Lincoln County will get possession. They'll bring the ball in right in front of their own bench, as Gracie Clay's the one that will initiate the inbounds. Out to Moore, number 15. She will size up the defense out on top of the front of the key. She'll fire up a shot just inside the three-point line. No good. Rebound, fought for. Both players had possession. Both teams had possession. Fires it out to Lunsford, but it goes through her hands. Out of bounds, turnover to Scott.
Scott will inbound it in front of the Lincoln County cheer section. It'll be Robinson into Butcher. Butcher across the timeline. Butcher goes left wing. Still has the ball. Sends it up, Bach. Harper comes up with it. She tries to put up a shot, and she is fouled.
They're going to get number 00, Elizabeth Blankenship, for that foul, as Harper was trying to come up with her shot. That right arm was draped over top of the arms of Kelsey Harper.
Harper's first shot is no good off the front of the iron. Now the officials telling her one more free throw. Second shot, no good. And Lincoln County will come up with the rebound.
Lincoln County's Blankenship gets the rebound, fires it back over to Gracie Clay, and she will bring the ball up the floor. Met by Jenna Butcher. Looking, dribble, handoff, attempted to go to Blankenship.
Stolen by Robinson from Scott. Off the glass, too much. Rolls off. Lincoln County comes up the rebound.
Gracie Clay comes up
and
the
it's
rebound.
stolen again, this time by Butcher. Butcher goes up off the glass, and her shot is good.
Quickly, Lincoln County. Scott showing a little bit of pressure. Now they'll back off. Lunsford will bring the ball up for the Panthers. Quickly over to Gracie Clay. Met by Jenna Butcher. She'll drive towards the basket. She'll put up a running layup, and it is good.
Robinson inbounds to Scott. Butcher has it. She comes across, fires it down in the corner to Haven Tomlin. Tomlin back to Butcher. Butcher puts the ball on the floor, over to the left wing. Drives back, can't come up with anything. She'll draw the foul once again. She'll go to the free throw line.
I believe they're going to get number 34, Peters.
Yep.
Again, actually, I think they got 15, which is Hayden Moore. That would have been Peters' fourth foul if that would have been against her.
Butcher's first shot is no good off the front of the iron, off the glass.
Most of these free throws have done that all night. The ones that haven't went in kind of rolled around the basket and just not able to go in.
Second shot up, and it rolls around, no good. Lincoln County comes up the rebound.
Blankenship gets the rebound underneath and will get it over to Lunsford. Scott showing three-quarter court pressure, gets it up to Hayden Moore. Moore around the left side will get it back to Blankenship, but it is
stripped by Cheyenne
Robinson, and it will stay possession arrow to Lincoln County.
Couldn't see that one real well from the hand rails.
Gracie Clay will be the one inbounder. She's looking for someone right now, and
I hear a whistle.
They're going to get 5. So they're going to get a timeout from Lincoln County. Going to be a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, Lincoln County gets a timeout. Lincoln County leads 51-37, 43 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Skyhawks has shown a little more emotion to get back in this game in the third quarter, but that a lot of that had to do with the free throws charged against Lincoln County in the first half.
Yeah, well, early in this third quarter, Scott was doing a poor job of closing out on shooters, and they were getting good shots off, and Lincoln County was knocking them down, especially from behind the three-point line. Scott's done a better job here late in the third quarter of being able to close out on shooters and get hands and faces, and it's disrupted Lincoln County a bit, and now they're having to drive the ball, and Scott's doing a fairly decent job of collapsing that middle and clogging it up and at least making it tough shots for Lincoln County.
Here come the Skyhawks as they get ready to check back into this game. 43 seconds to go here in the third.
Gracie Clay once again will inbound it for the Panthers. A couple screens that gets it into Lunsford, but it's an errant pass.
Cheyenne Robinson comes up with the loose ball. She's got the ball. She's 1-on-3. She puts it off the glass, and she is fouled as her shot will come up a little bit short.
I believe they're going to get number 15, Hayden Moore, which will be her third personal on the foul.
Robinson will go to the charity stripe for the second time tonight. Her first shot is up and good. The Skyhawks trail 51-38.
I'm sure the message to the team that Coach Atkins will say to these Panthers is the only reason Scott's been able to hang around is because of the fouls and being able to shoot the free throw line.
That's part of the game.
It is 100% part of the game.
Robinson's second shot is good.
Quickly, here comes Lincoln County. Again, pressure from Haven Tomlin. Fires it over to Blankenship. She gets it over the timeline. She'll drive in, take a little 16-foot jumper. It's no good. Rebound. Peters. Blankenship will fire off another three. No good.
Harper comes up with the rebound, and she'll get it into Butcher. Butcher turns, brings it down the floor. She'll shove it all the way down to Tomlin. Tomlin fires off a long shot, and it is good for a basket.
11 seconds left, 51-41 Lincoln County. Lincoln County, here comes Gracie Clay. She gets up to Peters. Peters will grab the lane, cut off there by Kelsey Harper. Gets it back out to number 4, Hayden Moore. She'll fire Lunsford. She'll fire off short, and it is no good.
And the Skyhawks trail by 10, 51-41 at the end of the third quarter play. You're watching and listening to Scott Skyhawk Basketball on WZAC, the Skyhawk Sports Network, and Video Productions.
Want it? Click it.
Reserve it and drive it.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill. That's right. Getting your new vehicle just got easier.
Visit any of our 6 locations and get a personalized experience in preferencing your next new vehicle.
Tag one of our pre-built invoices.
Or let's customize your exact features with our easy built-to-order process.
All we have to offer with shopping ease at ThornhillAutomotive.com.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
Back to the action with the Scott Skyhawks on Z92.
And the Skyhawks inbound to begin the fourth quarter play. Kelsey Roberts sends it back out to, or Harper sends it back out to Jenna Butcher. Butcher fires one off of the three-point line, and she is fouled, and she's going to go to the charity stripe for 3 times.
Well, Blankenship, I believe, is going to get the foul called on her again, so that'll be 3 shots for Jenna Butcher. Her third personal foul here as the start of the fourth quarter. First shot from Butcher is up and in and out. The lid on the bucket here on these free throws.
Butcher's second shot is up and it's good. She's got one more here.
And for the first time in this ballgame, Joe, since the early on in the first quarter, Scott's been able to cut this to a single-digit lead.
51-42. Butcher's third shot up, and it's good. And it is 51-43.
Scott showing three-quarter court pressure, gets it up to number 5, Atkins. She gets it down low to number 23, which is Pennington. She's unable to hit, but gets her own rebound, and she's going to be fouled by number 11, Jenna Butcher. And it will be 2 free throws for Rebecca Pennington.
7:40 to go in the game. Lincoln County leads it 51-43.
She is 0 of 1 from the free throw line so far here tonight. First one is up, and it is an air ball. No good. Oh of 2 tonight. Pennington spins the ball, takes 2 dribbles, and up with her second shot, and it falls for her first point of the ball game.
Here comes Butcher with the ball for Scott, across midcourt. She's between the arc. She looks, she backs out, she tries to get up. She puts it off the glass. It will not go. It is off Roberts, and it will go to Lincoln County on the rebound.
Scott's going to come out with full court pressure now to try to speed up Lincoln County. Now they've got Lunsford bringing the ball in instead of Clay. Lunsford's able to get the ball to Clay in the right corner. Here she comes down the floor quickly. She's got a little lane. She's quickly cut off by Robinson and stolen.
Here comes Butcher, 1-on-2. Butcher goes all the way up, and she is fouled going to the free throw line. And he's going to call a charge on Jenna Butcher.
Yeah, I thought that was a good call right there. Jenna done a good job of trying to go up against the defender as she picks up her third foul, but it looked like her feet was set as Jenna Butcher got there. Now Lunsford bringing the ball in. She gets it to Clay. She's got a 1-on-2, and she's coming down for it. She'll pull it back out into the left corner and get it back up to Adkins. Underneath to Pennington. Good bounce pass underneath to Peters, but she's unable to finish, and it'll be out of bounds off of Scott. Lincoln County will retain possession.
Lincoln County had a good, clean, open shot, but it was too much come out of the rim, but Scott knocked it out of bounds, and Lincoln County will retain it.
I was really impressed with that bounce pass from Pennington right there to Peters. Peters in the left corner. She's able to fire off a 3. It's no good. Rebound, Jenna Butcher underneath.
And here come the Scots with the ball. Butcher still has it. She'll shoot the ball down to Harper. Harper off the back of the iron will not go. Rebound to Lincoln County.
Lincoln County gets it to Peters, and now Lunsford. Lunsford fires it up court to Gracie Clay into the front court. She will drive, and she gets a tough bucket to go.
Off over Harper. I don't know how she came up with that, with not being charged with a charge, but they get the basket. Butcher has the ball for Scott. She'll send it over to Robinson and to Chrissy Roberts, trying to get the shot off, and the hit's blocked, and no whistle, but Scott will retain the ball under their own basket.
Yeah, Kaden Peters is the one that was able to get that block for Lincoln County.
Substitution for the Panthers. Looks like number 15 is back in for 23. Scott will inbound it. Butcher has it over to Tomlin. Tomlin back and forth, still outside the arc. Hands it off to Roberts, but we have a whistle and a foul against Lincoln County. It's like number 4.
Number 4, Macy Lunsford picks up that foul, and that should be a 1-on-1 for Kelsey Harper. As that is the 7th team foul.
Looks like we have a timeout as well. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. 6:20 to go to the ball game. Lincoln County leads Scott 54-43 here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
At BOONE Memorial Health, we want patients to feel comfortable about coming to see a provider.
And that's the way he makes me feel. He's compassionate, he listens, and he always teaches me something new about my health.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great patient care.
Dr. Knapp has become like an extension of our family. He's why I choose Boone.
BOONE Memorial Health, helping patients live healthier lives.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Kelsey Harper's first free throw is no good. Second shot is up, and it is no good. And it will be a tie-up on the jump ball. Chelsea Robertson comes down, and it will stay with the Skyhawks. Jenna Butcher will inbound it. She'll send it back out to Haven Tomlin. Tomlin fires it off. It'll be off the side of the iron or the backboard, and Lincoln County comes up the rebound.
Atkins quickly up to Lincoln County. Fast break opportunity, and the shot is missed by Hayden Moore.
Harper comes up with the rebound, and she will lose the ball out of bounds in front of the Lincoln County Panther cheering section, so the ball will be turned over to the Panthers.
Millie Smith will check back in the ball game for the Skyhawks to give Kelsey Harper a little bit of a break. She just got a little too fast right there trying to bring the ball up the floor. Number 34, Caden Peters will bring the ball into the court to Gracie Clay. Clay up top to Hayden Moore. She is double teamed by Zoe Renner. Three from Lunsford. It's no good. Rebound, Jenna Butcher.
Here comes Butcher with the ball for the Skyhawks. I don't know how she hung on to it, but she did. Over to Cheyenne Robinson. Robinson takes a swing, goes up. Chrissy Roberts comes up with it, and she'll pick up a two-point basket.
Quickly, Lincoln County gets the ball into the front court, but it is tipped by Jenna Butcher and goes out of bounds. So Lincoln County will retain possession.
5:33 to go in the game. Lincoln County now leads 54-45.
This is a tough place to inbound the ball right here with pressure. So it's actually kind of a little bit good for Scott because of the place where the ball will be inbounded. Quickly into the court to Gracie Clay. She'll drive, take it on Chrissy Roberts. Shot is up, and she gets it to fall.
Chrissy Roberts inbounds to Butcher. Butcher brings the ball down the floor, across the timeline, over to the corner. Tomlin gets the shot off, and it's good for two more.
Gracie Clay is going to inbound the ball for Lincoln County. Gets it to Blankenship. Back to Clay, trying to break this press. Clay into the front court. She will drive the ball in, off the basket, and it is good.
I don't know how she spun that and made it go, but she did. Here comes Jenna Butcher with the ball for Scott. Cross midcourt. She's between the circles. Now she'll come to right wing. She'll go back left wing. Over to Cheyenne Robinson. She'll fire one off the back of the iron. And Millie Smith. Oh, not sure I agree with that one. She knocked it off the knee, it looked like, of one of the Lincoln County Panthers, but the official standing there says it will be a Lincoln County ball.
Peters will inbound the ball for Lincoln County. Lincoln County, she throws the ball in, trying to get it to Lunsford, and she's able to save it right before it goes out of bounds in the left corner. And now we're going to get a foul called as Peters was able to get the ball. 24, Cheyenne Robinson's going to get called for a trip. Unintentional, but Peters does go to the floor hard, and now she will go to the free throw line. Shooting, it should still be a 1-and-1.
I'm showing 8 free throws here for Scott. Skyhawks have had some substitutions. Skyhawks trail by 9, 4:44 to go in the game.
Couple dribbles from Peters. First shot is up, and it is no good. Rebound, Kelsey Harper.
Over to Jenna Butcher. Butcher pushes the ball down the floor, sends it over to Tomlin. Tomlin fires one off. Will not go off the side of the iron. Rebound, Lincoln County.
Rebound, Hayden Moore. Here she comes into the front court. She gets a pass up to Peters. Poor defense by the Skyhawks leads to a transition bucket for Peters and the Panthers.
Inbound to Butcher, down to Tomlin. Tomlin back to Butcher. Butcher drives it off the paint too much. Rebound and a shot by Roberts. It will not go. And a foul in the backcourt.
We're going to get number 5, Millie Smith, as Gracie Clay come up with that second rebound opportunity and tried to dribble to the left corner to get around the pressure. And Millie Smith gets caught with her hand in the cookie jar right there. So that'll send Clay to the free throw line, shooting the 1-and-1. And she has not shot free throws here yet this evening.
Good grief. She's put a bunch of them up there, though.
First shot is up. It hits off the front of the rim and no good.
Chrissy Roberts with the rebound for Scott. Over to Butcher. Butcher across the timeline. Top of the key. She'll fire off a three. It'll be short, and it will be Lincoln County rebound.
Blankenship with the rebound for the Panthers. She quickly takes it herself up the court and tries to get a bounce pass into Lunsford, but Robinson gets her hand on it and it goes out of bounds. Lincoln County will retain possession. 60-47 Lincoln County, 3:56 to go as Lincoln County inbounds the ball. Over to Lunsford in this left corner. She'll fire off a three. No good, strong. Gracie Clay gets the rebound underneath for the Panthers, and she'll bring the ball out trying to run some clock here with 3:44 here to go in the fourth quarter. Gets it over to Lunsford in that far corner. She'll bring it to the middle of the floor. Over to Peters. She'll try to drive, cut off by Roberts, and back out to Lunsford. They'll get it back inside. Mismatch underneath. Unable to go, but rebound Hayden Moore. She's unable to put it up and in. Rebound this time by Peters yet again, and she will get called for the walk.
She was actually sandwiched in there by a couple of Skyhawks. I actually thought it was a pretty decent call considering the situation. Butcher will inbound it, and she is caught in the backcourt by number 15 for a foul.
That'll be Hayden Moore's fourth personal. Lincoln County's done a really good job here in this second half of not allowing fouls to pile up on their key players. The people that pretty much went into the halftime with 3 fouls still only have 3 fouls here as we are late in middle into this fourth quarter.
Jenna Butcher from the free throw line. Her first one is good. There is no doubt in my mind she is Scott's player of the game tonight. I'll go ahead and make my nomination.
I don't disagree with you at all.
Butcher's second shot is up, and it's good as well.
So Lincoln County will bring the ball in. 2-1-2 type pressure here. Gets it to Adkins, and Adkins quickly gets it to Clay. She'll burn up the floor. Puts up a shot. It's no good. Peters with the offensive rebound. She'll put up a shot. It's no good, but there is a foul on the floor. It'll go against number 10,
Chrissy
Roberts. And now Peters will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
I'm showing that's Roberts' fourth foul. 3:13 to go in the game.
Peters is 1 for 3 on the evening. First shot is up. It is no good, strong off the back iron. Substitution as Cheyenne Robinson comes back in the game for Scott from Millie Smith. Peters a couple dribbles, fires up the second shot. It goes for her.
Robinson inbounds to Butcher. Butcher across midcourt. She's down at the top of the key. Sends it back to Robinson. Robinson fires off a three-point shot. Will not go. Rebound, and it's thrown into the hands of Lincoln County.
Here comes Lincoln County Blankenship into the front court. She'll fire it over to Gracie Clay. She'll fire off a three from the top of the key. No good, short. Rebound, simultaneous possession by 34s. Kelsey Harper and Caden Peters, and Lincoln County will retain possession here with 2:52 to go in the fourth quarter. Lincoln County leads 61-49. Clay inbounds it to Peters underneath quickly, and she is fouled as she puts up that shot, and it'll go against Kelsey Harper.
It looked like Harper laid her hand up on the shoulder when she went for the shot. That's only Harper's second, maybe third foul in the ball game.
Peters will go back to the line. She's 2 of 5. First shot is up, and it is good for her 15th point of the contest.
2 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the ball game. Lincoln County up 62-49.
Peters spins the ball, takes a couple dribbles, spins again, puts up her second shot, and it is good. Nothing but net.
Here comes Butcher with the ball for Scott. She's across the timeline, still between the arcs. Now she's looking, comes back to the right. Puts it in the hands of Harper. Harper goes up, and Kelsey Harper puts a nice one off the glass, and a quick whistle for a timeout.
I don't know how she got that one to go from that angle. But
I don't either.
30-second timeout taken by Coach Harper and the Skyhawks.
2 minutes, 36 seconds to go in the ball game. Lincoln County up 63-51. Lead it by 12 with 2.5 minutes to go. I'm like you. I do not know how she got that ball to spin in that net like that.
That was one of the weirdest angles to try to bank it off the backboard the way she did, but she got it to go.
I was going to say the main thing for Scott that it did go.
Yes, so that allows them, what Coach Harper's doing right now is he's setting up the pressure that Scott's going to try to get. A couple times they've been able to do a good job of speeding Lincoln County up, but the other times they've not done a very good job of playing transition defense once the ball gets into the front the court of play. Lincoln County's a couple times has been able to get easy buckets on the offensive end.
We still have another game coming up after this one tonight. The boys varsity will play Lincoln County. The game, it'll follow about 20 minutes following the conclusion of this game, which is Still has about 2:36 to go here this evening from the Hawks' Nest.
So Macy Lunsford will be the one that will inbound the ball for Lincoln County. She's looking, gets it to Gracie Clay on a little cut, and she's into the front court already. And
yes, she stepped out of bounds.
No, they're going to get a foul on, I believe, number 5, Alyssa Atkins pushed Jenna Butcher from behind. I think's what they're trying to say.
Oh, okay. So I did not see that.
That is should be the 9th team foul on Lincoln County.
Here comes Butcher with the ball for Scott. She'll drive it all the way in, and it is deflected. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Skyhawks.
Gracie Clay's the one that was able to get that rejection for Panthers.
Butcher looking for some signals. She'll inbound it. Sends it over to Harper. Harper's shot is blocked from behind. Here comes Lincoln County.
Gracie Clay will bring it into the front court. Now she'll back it out, try to run a little bit more clock, gets it out to Lunsford. And now she is just going to kind of yo-yo it out around midcourt. And now she's quickly guarded by Kelsey Harper. She'll drive the lane out to Atkins. Atkins gets it to Peters in the middle of the lane. She'll fire up a quick shot. No good.
Harper comes up the rebound. She's still in the backcourt. She puts on the ball on the floor and drives it down across midcourt. She'll come to the right wing. Over to Chelsea Robinson. Back over to Butcher. Butcher fires off a 3, and it goes.
Timeout, Kevin Harper.
What a game, and it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. 1:47 to go in the game. Lincoln County leads at 63-54 over the Lady Hawks. You're listening to Skyhawk Basketball on WZAC, the Skyhawk Sports Network, and Video Productions.
Football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. What, are you kidding me?
Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Touchdown, yeah. And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Listening to the Scott Skyhawks on Z92 and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
1:47 to go in the ball game. Lincoln County leads at 63-54.
Lunsford will inbound to Blankenship. She quickly gets into the front court, and now they will bring it out, trying to shave a little time off the clock as she gets it to Clay. And we're going to get a little reach-in foul on Cheyenne Robinson, which will put Clay on the free throw line shooting the double bonus.
I show that at least number 4 for Robinson, maybe number 5.
They're quickly getting her out. So Gracie Clay will go to the free throw line. She's attempted 1 here in the second half and missed that one.
Billy Smith checks back into the lineup for Scott.
Couple dribbles from Clay. She'll fire off her first shot. It is good.
Lincoln County now leads by 10, 64-54.
Second shot coming for Gracie Clay. 2 dribbles, and now here comes the second shot. It is off the front iron, no good.
Harper with the rebound. Here comes Butcher with the ball. Brings it down the floor. Goes all the way up and off the glass and a whistle. And she'll go to the charity stripe for 2 more.
And that will be the 4th foul on Gracie Clay, the point guard for the Panthers here. And they'll send Butcher to the line what seems like the 100th time.
Skyhawks trail by 10. Butcher's first shot is up and good. She's 5 for 6 here in the fourth quarter. Here's the second one. It is good as well.
Lincoln County quickly gets the ball. They'll throw it into
Butcher steals it. Don't know how. Butcher puts it into the hands of Harper. Harper off the rim. It will not go. And Chrissy Roberts could not get over there for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. And the ball will be turned over to the Panthers.
Lincoln County will reset here as Lunsford will be the one bringing in the ball. And she'll fire it to Blankenship. Blankenship will get it and fire it back to Lunsford in the backcourt. Now back to Blankenship as they get it over the front court. And they're going to get a double dribble. called against Elizabeth Blankenship as the referee, Charlie Short, calls the double dribble down here. As you can hear, Lincoln County fans are not happy.
I can understand why. Here comes Butcher. She's at the top of the key. She'll come over, drops back out, trying to get in. She puts it over to Chrissy Roberts, and Roberts blocks it, gets back, and it's off Millie Atkins, but she gets it back. Now it's knocked out of bounds by Lincoln County.
A lot of Scott's ball handlers right now they just feel intimidated. It looks like they're intimidated. They're wanting to get the ball out quicker than they really should, and it's causing them to make bad passes.
Roberts inbounds to Harper. Harper comes around at the top of the key, floats it in, and she'll go to the line once again for 2 more.
I believe that's going to be number 34, Caden Peters, that's going to draw the foul.
Roberts, or Butcher rather, is good for the first one.
She's got to be closing in on 30 points.
And well over that. She had 17 at the half. And we have a timeout.
Full timeout from Lincoln County.
We'll take a full timeout as well. 55 seconds to go in the ball game. Lincoln County leads Scott 64-57 here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient. She takes time and she cares about your concerns, and she will get answers for any questions that you have. We're here to help, and at BOONE Memorial Health, we want to make sure we provide the best care for you. I like the hometown feel. I like coming in somewhere where I know everyone and they know me. The trust I have in her is why I choose BOONE. BOONE Memorial Health, helping patients live healthier lives.
You want it? Click it.
Reserve it and drive it.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill. That's right. Getting your new vehicle just got easier.
Visit any of our 6 locations and get a personalized experience in preferencing your next new vehicle.
Tag one of our pre-built invoices.
Or let's customize your exact features with our easy built-to-order process.
All we have to offer with shopping ease at ThornhillAutomotive.com.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
The free throw line, and she makes it.
Quickly, Lincoln County inbounds it into Lunsford, and they are going to get a quick foul against Jenna Butcher that will send Lunsford to the line.
I'm showing that's 4 on Butcher.
Yeah, I don't know that she's the one you want to foul right there in case this game would happen to go longer than what it's scheduled for. I doubt you want her with piling up the fouls. So Lunsford will go to the line. She is 1 of 2 on the evening. First shot is up, and it is no good. Strong off the back iron.
Lincoln County leads at 64-58 with 54 seconds to go in the game.
Here comes the second shot, 3 dribbles, and she'll put it into the air, and it is good, nothing but net.
Inbound to Butcher. Butcher brings it across the midcourt line. She'll go to the top of the key, fires off a 3. It is off the back of the iron, but we have a foul on number 1.
And that is going to be 5 fouls on Gracie Clay, the point guard for Lincoln County.
It will be Jenna Butcher going back to the free throw line for 3.
And it looks like number 23, Rebecca Pennington's going to be the one checking in for Gracie Clay, as again she picked up her 5th foul.
Butcher's first shot is up and good.
65-60, 47.9 seconds left to go here.
Butcher's second shot is good.
I'm sorry, now it's 65-60. They'd already put it up on the board.
One more shot here for Jenna Butcher. Third shot is up, and it's good.
Quickly, Lincoln County gets the ball, they'll fire it into number 4, Lunsford.
And it looked like to me they lost it over there in front of the Scott bench. There's an official over there, but I think
foul on Millie Smith.
That'll be her 3rd foul.
So that'll send Lunsford back to the free throw line where she is 2 of 4 and just hit 1 of 2 on her last trip.
Lincoln County up by 4 points.
First shot is up, and it is off the front of the rim. No good.
If Scott had about 2 more minutes in this game, it would be 8 dandy.
Lunsford gets the ball from the referee. She puts a couple dribbles, will fire off the second one. It's no good. Rebound, Kelsey Harper.
Gets it over to Butcher. Butcher fires it down the floor to Haven Tomlin. Tomlin puts it on the floor. Back to Butcher. Butcher inside to Chrissy Roberts. Off the glass, it will not go. Roberts picks up her own rebound, and the ball's still floating around. Roberts comes up with it. She gets it out to Butcher. Butcher fires off a three, and it will not go as well. Adkins gets the rebound, or Millie Smith rather, goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Skyhawks with 21 seconds to go. Butcher tries to get it in. Nobody over there. She rolls it out of bounds in front of the Scott bench. Ball will go to the Panthers.
Yeah, they were really trying to work the ball to Kelsey Harper, and whenever Lincoln County was fronting her, she tried to go to Millie Smith, but Millie Smith had already moved. Wait, timeout. It's Lincoln County's ball. Jim Butcher was getting ready to take it in. I think the official fell for it.
Charlie Short and the officials were discussing. Kevin Harper said it was off the fingertips. That it's going to be a Scott Skyhawk basketball.
Whoa.
Chrissy Roberts will inbound it to Butcher. Butcher comes up across the timeline. She was sandwiched in there and got called on a traveling call. Ball will be turned over to the Panthers with 18.8 seconds to go in the game.
Lincoln County will inbounds it in front of Scott's bench. It'll be Peters doing the inbounds. They are able to get it to
Chrissy Roberts, and that should have been a foul. No whistle.
Got to go.
Now they go. They get it over to Haven Tomlin. Tomlin across the line. She'll put it in, and she'll throw it away. And a whistle in the backcourt.
And again, right there, we see Joe.
Yeah,
we see Joe where it's just Lincoln County, or Scott is just, they're not very confident with the basketball in some of their players' hands.
That's 5 fouls on Butcher, so she is gone from the game. Looks like Millie Smith will come up. Correct? Yeah, Millie Smith will come up and check in for Harper. Haven Tomlin will check back in as well.
That'll send Macy Lunsford back to the free throw line where she's 2 of 6. Just missed 2 free throws right before this whole calamity. Right before that, she's able to jump up and knock down the first one. Makes it 66-61 Lincoln County with 8.2 seconds here to go in the fourth quarter. Second shot from Lunsford. She drains it.
Skyhawks inbounded. Here comes Tomlin with the ball. She's across into the three-point range. She'll go around to the other side, tries to get it up, and a whistle, and that's the game as Lincoln County knocks off the Skyhawks 67-61. And that will be the end of this ball game. We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout and kind of regroup here and come back with a game plan for game number 2. Final score tonight, the Lincoln County Lady Panthers knock off the Scott Skyhawks by a score of 67-61. You're listening to and watching Scott Skyhawk basketball on WZAC, the Skyhawk Sports Network, and Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
As a Boone Memorial Health primary care doctor, my role is to guide patients to be the healthiest versions of themselves.
Dr. Atkins is very friendly and forthcoming. He sets you at ease with his bedside manner.
I'm here to listen and respond to patients' needs and concerns, and if something is not right, work to get to the bottom of a diagnosis.
Almost like having access to a large city hospital in a small rural setting.
When you choose Boone, you choose the start to a healthier life.
I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. What, are you kidding me?
Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Touchdown, yeah! And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
You can count on fast, personal attention provided by our experienced and caring staff. They are conveniently located and have a drive-up window for your convenience. Your community-minded pharmacy, Miller Brothers Pharmacy in Madison.
You're listening to the Scott Skyhawks on C92 and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Back at the Hawks Nest, where the Lady Skyhawks got knocked off by a 67-61 game, and Chris, that was a heck of a ball game. I mean, if Scott would have been in it a little earlier, I think they would have had a lot more favorable turnout, but they were just too far into it come halftime.
Yeah, it was one of those things to where at the onslaught, I thought it was going to be another game kind of like they played earlier this year, where kind of Lincoln County just kind of ran away with it. But Scott done a good job of getting to the free throw line and being able to make sure that Scott was able to stay in the game. And I'm sure that's what Lincoln County's coach Randy Atkins is saying to his players right now. If it wasn't for us sitting in the free throw line as much as we did, even though he didn't agree with officiating, but Scott probably isn't in this game the way that they are. But credit to Jenna Butcher and the rest of them.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some stats for Lincoln County.
First off, leading scorer for Lincoln County is number 34, senior Kaden Peters. She had 18. She was 4 of 7 from the line. Next up, you had number 0, Elizabeth Blankenship, a senior. She had 16 points. She was 6 of 6 from the line. Gracie Clay chips in 16 more points for the Panthers. She was 1 of 3 from the line. And number 4, Macy Lunsford gets 16 points. She was 12 points. She was 4 of 8 from the line. And then Adkins had 2, and Salmons had 2, and Pennington had 1.
Let's take a look at some stats for the Lady Skyhawks. Haven Tomlin normally has a 10-point game average. She had 6 for tonight. Chrissy Roberts only had 2 points. Cheyenne Robinson had a couple of buckets. Actually, she had a bucket and 2 free throws. Kelsey Harper, who normally averages about 17 points a game, only had 7. Coming up with 42 points tonight, Jenna Butcher, and she will be our Lady Skyhawk player of the game. I don't think you can argue with that one whatsoever.
No, and I think what really hurt Scott, too, was the type of defense that they played, that Lincoln County played on Kelsey Harper. She was the only one that they were really fronting and denying the basketball to, and because of that, she wasn't able to get up a lot of shots. A lot of her shots were second chance opportunities off the offensive boards, or they just kind of lost her late in a possession and she was able to get up a shot. So I don't think she hit a 3 here tonight, which is something that you don't really hear often when you think of the Lady Hawk basketball. Kelsey Harper not able to hit from the long range.
Well, we've had 2 games here so far tonight, and they both have been dandies, went right down to the wire. Now we got the boys' game, and who knows what may happen in this one. We will step aside for a 2-minute break, and we come back. We'll start talking about the Lincoln County Panthers and the Scott Skyhawk boys varsity game that'll be coming up next here on the Skyhawk Sports Network, WZAC, and Video Productions.